As my audience and people I interact with continue to grow, more often does references to classic or popular films, and quite often, people are shocked that I call myself a film guy when I haven't even seen a large majority of the popular or classics. I'll let you know that I'm working on it. On top of all the TV shows people recommend I watch, of which are usually about mostly 50 minutes long with multiple seasons, I go to work, I go to school, and I make other videos, so it isn't the easiest to just sit down and just watch something. If you want to see 15 other films I have not seen yet, check out my part 1 I made back in season 1. The first 5 films in this video that I have not seen are Alien, Star Trek, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Grease, or The Breakfast Club. When it comes to Alien, I am well aware of the references to it, and every dude on the planet cites Ripley as the example of a strong female character, in addition to it being one of the best horror sci-fi films. Yet, it was just something I never saw. I think I saw AVP first, then Predator, but I never caught Alien when it was on TV, and we never bought it. I'm sure that it's kick-ass, but it isn't high up on my list to watch next. Maybe in time, I'll buy a huge collection set, but until then, I haven't seen the iconic film, Alien. The Breakfast Club looks rather boring and uninteresting to me. I would only ever consider seeing it because it has that one dude that played Coach Bombay in The Mighty Ducks and Billy the Kid in some other film. But if anyone can convince me as to why I should even bother seeing Breakfast Club, please try it down in the comments. I've heard that 2001: A Space Odyssey is one of the best sci-fi films ever, at least for a while it was, or that it came along a little too late. I tried watching 10 minutes of it a few years ago. It just seems pretty boring. I love sci-fi, but I might watch it sometime in the future, but not anytime soon. Grease. Ugh. Like, do I really need to see Grease? What could I possibly get from it? John Travolta is okay at best to me. I do not love musicals. This was way before my time. By now, I've seen 5 million parodies of this shit. I can understand how so many people love it, but I'm not really gonna watch it. Sorry. Star Trek. This probably surprises people the most since I love space films and watched and loved Stargate and Star Wars. I've watched documentary films about space many times. I even wanted to be an astrobiologist at one point, and aliens are a good source of creativity for me. I've only seen maybe 15 to 20 minutes of the newer Star Trek movies, but it didn't really grab my attention. And I think I've walked in on my mom watching one of those Star Trek movies, the older ones, with Christopher Lloyd as one of those forehead dudes, but I don't fully even remember what that was. The fact that I can think of it as Stargate tells you something. I can at least recognize a character from it, maybe. I have been told by hardcore Trek fans that even if the newest Star Trek show, Star Trek Discovery, really sucks, to give most of the old ones a shot. I mean, I get that I might like it, but I just don't really want to dedicate that time to it. I know for a fact that when I'm either a little older, or if I break my leg soon or something, then I'll definitely watch all of the Star Trek that I can, but just not right now. That's just not the thing I want to do with my time. The next batch of movies are The Matrix, Mission Impossible, Blade Runner, La La Land, and John Wick. I've seen some of The Matrix here and there, especially in parodies or on TV before I changed the channel. For the longest time, I avoided watching it, to be the one that hasn't seen it. And it didn't really look as cool to me as it did for everyone else. But I now plan to see the whole trilogy, but this is also lower on the list. It's like, it's not going anywhere, and they'll probably just reboot them sometime soon. I'm not saying that that's a good thing, but that'd probably be the best time for me to cross it off the watch list. La 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 Land is one I just simply will not see unless a girl I really like wants me to. You want to know why? Well, back maybe 10 years ago, I was on a family vacation in New York, and one of the days we were there, we went and saw a musical film, Mamma Mia. Hancock was playing next door, by the way. My God, Mamma Mia was dreadful. One of the worst theater experiences in my life. It ruined my perception of musicals. I hated the movie so freaking much. The women were hardly attractive, so I'm just watching this chick cry the whole movie, and the moms sing about screwing around with some dudes and doing ... Ugh, cringe. So that is why I do not want to see La La Land. Though if a cute girl really wants me to see it with her, then I'll just suffer with it for her as the totally awesome and brave man that I am to put up with such a horrible film. I know that this will sound mean, but I don't really like Tom Cruise's face. Like, he just has this look of smugness or something. But don't get me wrong, I respect this man so much as an extremely dedicated actor. That man puts his body through the ringer just to get a cool shot. Yet, I still haven't watched a full Mission Impossible movie. I've seen some of each of those films when on TV, but I never watched them fully. Mission Impossible is more of in the middle of my list. With Blade Runner, I just never really saw the appeal. I feel like that'd be a good one to watch with a buddy that really likes the film, and then do the same with Blade Runner, the newest one that came out, the 2049 or 1596 or whatever the hell it was. There's really no more elaboration on it. I just haven't really been appealed by it, so I don't know. That's about it for that one. I really, 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 really want to see John Wick. I missed it when it was in theaters, but I tell you, this is very, very high on my watch list. I already know it is going to be cool as hell. I even have the DVD. I will be watching it, but not quite yet. Soon, my friends, soon. The very last group of films for this video will be Interstellar, The Hangover, Kill Bill, Prometheus, and Casablanca. The entire last batch of videos won't need too much elaboration, so we'll get through this pretty quick. Kill Bill, I just haven't seen it yet, and I don't feel like I need to see it. The same director made Inglourious Basterds, of which everyone also loved, but I think it was just okay at best and very overhyped. I mean, Inglourious Basterd had a scene or two that I actually liked, but overall it was not one of my favorites, honestly. So, I pretty much expect that the same will happen with Kill Bill. The Hangover, one of the most annoying looking movies ever, looks extremely unfunny. Maybe there'd be a few funny jokes in there, possibly, but even if there is, I don't care. I don't think that the premise is funny or clever at all. I love Zach Galifianakis. He can be funny at times, but I am not seeing this film ever. Okay, guys? No. The Hangover is not one of my favorites. No, no, no. All that I know about Casablanca is that it is a classic movie that everyone references. However, I have doubts that I would be able to watch it as such. I could probably recognize that for its time it is great, but I'm not sure I'd be able to say that I love it, even if it is a classic. And I don't really know how to get a hold of it, so there's also that. For the last film on the list, Interstellar, it is one that I do want to watch because it is a space movie. I just haven't really gotten the motivation to quite yet. Maybe this would be one to watch in a group. I don't know. I do want to see a space film, and that one is kind of space science-y, but I've heard that it's really slow, and at some point I'll want to watch a slow space movie, but right now I'd rather have some faster paced ones, just what I want to do right now. I don't really want to have that. Well, that was my very small list of films that I have not seen yet. I'll be making another one at some point, probably in 2019, because there's actually plenty more that I have still not seen yet, so don't you worry, I don't fail you there. But here's what I want you to do. Tell me which of these movies I should watch first, or the top 5 that I should watch first, or any other movies that you think that I haven't seen yet, or something, or just guess and I'll let you know. Well, that's it. Have a good one, guys. Did you guys like the video? If you did, like, share, subscribe, notify, comment, all that crap. If you hated it, then don't like, share, notify, unsubscribe, or comment. Wait, this is YouTube. Ah, fuck! But before you go, check out the Cinema Squad every other Sunday, where Black Angus reviews, Geoff TheIronWolf and I live stream and shoot the shit. Links to their channels are in the description below. Also, links to my social media are in the description below. Hit me up on Twitter if you want to be a part of the Rookie Corner podcast.